All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to start off by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and salutation to all the Akim out there that's preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. And as you can see on the screen, this is the future of America. America will be destroyed off the face of the earth. America is known as Babylon the Great, coming from the Hebrew word babal, meaning confusion. And that's what this land produces, nothing but confusion. Everything is out of order according to how it's supposed to be, according to the scriptures. The Heavenly Father set a certain order up and a structure the way the earth is supposed to be ran and governed, And America breaks all those rules. Homosexuals get rights. Lesbians get rights, bisexuals get rights, The woman is exalted over the man. GMO foods everywhere. Chemtrails in the air. Defiled, everything is defiled. The scriptures say the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And who's defiling the earth? The so-called white man, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, the biblical Edomites. So the Heavenly Father has a solution for this place, which is thermonuclear destruction. America will be destroyed, according to the Bible, by thermonuclear destruction. It's in the near future. You can see this man Trump is leading America into the Third World War, which is ultimately going to manifest, This is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. So when you look in the past battles, it was you look at past battles, ancient battles in the ancient world, how they were fought. They were fought with stones, slingshots, shields, swords, cannons, people screaming on the battlefield, blood is flying everywhere, Perfect example is that movie 300. It shows you the battlefield, they're all on the forefront, shield against shield, sword against sword. But that's how wars were fought in the ancient world. It says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Because what type of battle is this going to be? It's going to be a nuclear battle, It's not going to be, okay, you get your sword, I get my sword, we go hand in hand. America picks up their sword, Russia picks up their sword, we go to hand-to-hand combat. No, this is going to be nuclear war, And that's what's coming to America. America will be wiped off the face of the earth, And when pretty much the Lord is going to use the Russians to do so, This is Isaiah 13:17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as far as gold, they shall not delight in it. So you can't have any type of money to pay them off to stop this destruction. The Heavenly Father is going to put it in their mind to think an evil thought and destroy you. This is the will of the Heavenly Father. This is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to see America wiped off the face of the earth, It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as far as gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. So these nuclear missiles, when they get shot off, they're not going to have pity on the young, the elderly. The Lord is going to destroy everybody. He's not a respecter of person. And this is going to be the worst, most devastating destruction that this earth has ever seen. There's never going to be a time like this on the earth. And there's never going to be a time after this on the earth. This is the final destruction that the Lord is going to bring on the wicked, Nuclear fire, It says, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, which is talking about America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So like you read the story a lot, leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Lord raining fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah, the 5 cities of freaks, faggots, and lesbians, and turning it into a lake of fire, That same destruction is going to take place in America, As a matter of fact, the precept on that, This is Jude. This is Jude 1. This is Jude, verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. So what's going on in America? The same thing. These people, they give themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, men with men, women with women. They do all types of foul sex acts of bestiality, That those things happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, they're happening in America. So what would that, what would you think? Matter of fact, I'm just keep reading. It says, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. So you read the story of Sodom and Gomorrah as an example. Wait a minute, if they were doing these same acts and the Most High destroyed them with fire and brimstone, and wait a minute, and we looking at America and they doing the same acts, wait a minute, that means we gonna be destroyed the same way. But these people don't take the account and they mind that this is gonna take place. This will happen in your lifetime. You people are going to get burnt up, and the elect are going to get delivered from this, you know. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabians pitch tent therein, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, because America is going to be left as a memorial. Pretty much it's going to be destroyed off the face of the earth. And from California all the way to New York, it's going to be one complete desert, you know. After it burns and the burning settles down, because it's going to be burning for some years, you know. Don't think, because the scriptures also say the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunken. These nuclear missiles is going to cause the earth to rock off its axis. The earth is going to be shaking. Tsunamis are going to take place, you know. It says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the house and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. The owl shall dwell there, the satyrs shall dance there, and wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, the dragons in their pleasant places. And our time is near to come, and our days shall not be prolonged. You know, so that's what's coming to America. Straight up devastating destruction, the worst destruction that this planet Earth has ever seen. And why is this destruction coming? Like I told you, because of the wickedness. Like we read, you know, this place is completely wicked and out of order. This is Revelations 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. So that's pretty much everybody in America. All these liars, murderers, whoremongers, sorcerers, idolaters, and liars, people that worship all these false gods, murderers, whoremongers, you know, you're going to have your part in the lake of fire, which burneth with fire and brimstones, and it says, which is the second death, because the first death was considered the flood. When the Most High destroyed the earth the first time, is with the flood, and he saved 8 souls, Noah and his 3 sons and their wives, you know, which they will be a representation of the elect, you know, because the Lord is going to deliver certain men out of this, you know. It said, which is the second death, because the second death, that was the first death, but the second death is going to be by fire, nuclear destruction, you know. This is let's see, this is Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut the doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And that's talking about the members of the elect being saved from the destruction. Because we speak about the destruction coming to the wicked, but there's an actual judgment for the righteous. The righteous are going to be saved out of this, you know. They're going to be beamed up in what the world calls UFOs, which are IFOs to us. They're known as the chariots of Israel, and they're going to receive salvation from this coming destruction, you know. And that's what the chambers are. It says, come, my people, enter into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. And that indignation is talking about the destruction that's going to take place on the earth. Because that's one place we don't want to be when this is going down, is on the earth. We want to be far away from this place in the atmosphere, you know, looking down at it. It says, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. The earth also shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. So that's what the Lord is coming to do, out of his place, which is the fourth dimension, the spiritual world, to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity, for your wickedness. The so-called white man has pushed nothing but iniquity and wickedness on the earth, and it has to be corrected. The man, the physician, is coming to correct this place, you know, which is Yahweh Shai. This is Revelations, let's see, Revelations 15:2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. So pretty much the Lord's elect are going to be beamed up in the UFOs, the chariots of Israel, and going to be looking down out of the chariots, and you're going to see the firmament on fire. You literally going to see the whole land of America from California to New York burning in fire. We're going to be fearing and praising the Lord. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast. Who is them that got the victory over the beast? Talking about the elect, the members of the elect, the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And this is going to take place. Lord's will, we be part of that number. We're going to be beamed up and actually look down and see America burnt up. We're going to be like, oh shit, we was just down there. And then all of a sudden, we in the chariots, He got the victory over the beast, and over his image. The beast talking about NATO and the EU, and over his image, when that whore that sitteth upon the beast is America, and over his image and over his mark, because the mark that he's pushing, he's going to come with that RFID microchip, and over the number of his name stand on the sea of glass having harps in their hand, and they sung the song of Moses, the servant of the Most High, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. Who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy. For all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest. So this is when Yahushua comes back on the earth to receive his glory on the earth, because he has his glory in the spiritual world, but he has to come down and receive it on the planet earth. And all nations are going to be made subject unto him. And we being joint heirs with him, we're going to receive the same glory, Lord's will, And let's see. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:14. For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. Because you're going to have men that died in this truth that are actually going to be with the Lord coming back in the chariots, Because there's no such thing as death. Death is the transition. If you die in this truth, you're a martyr in this truth, you're going to be right there with the Lord, You're going to be transferred right into your new body, For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord shall come, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Yahushua shall rise first. So all the men that have to be martyrs, you're going to be risen up first with the Lord. All our elders, the men that died in this truth before us, our elders, they're with the Lord now, coming back with him, It says, then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. So shall we ever be with the Lord. And that's what we're looking forward to when Yahushua returns, being beamed up in the chariots and being with the Lord, and forever will we be with the Lord, Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So that shows you that the Heavenly Father is a balanced power. On one end, he's bringing forth destruction to the wicked, and on another end, he's bringing salvation to the righteous, And on another end, he's going to use these missiles to cleanse the earth of wickedness and to cleanse the earth and bring it back to its natural state, He's going to destroy the wicked and cleanse the earth, So the Most High is a balanced and just power that we serve, And that's what we're looking forward to being beamed up in them chariots and looking down and seeing America as a great lake of fire, The sea of glass mingled with fire, And that's what's going to take place. America will be destroyed off the face of the earth. It's in the Bible. You can say, I don't believe that's America. Well, you're going to just stay here and find out for yourself, all right? The America will be destroyed according to the Holy Bible, And if you don't believe, you're going to be in the fire, But with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And salutations to all the Akim that's preaching this word of sincerity and in truth. Shalom.